I'm listening.
My name is Alexander Onan Thomas, brother of a diabetic.
Hi, it's Misha Thomas, and it's real life. This is my family. I'm about to introduce you to my sister, Francesca Thomas. Yesterday, I attended a class for diabetes and took my nephew there to bring the information back to the family. So one, I could become educated and then share that information.
I'm gonna go to my class so you know how to stand diabetes and how you do stuff. But we're now gonna eat while you eat.
Our journey started at WakeMed's Children Diabetes Doctor's Office. Emily Ford was our instructor.
Generally speaking, in type 2 diabetes, children are more inactive and they don't eat as healthy foods. So people may look at you and say, you don't look like a person with diabetes, because most people in the general public know more about type 2 diabetes than type 1 diabetes.
Because Tyler had type 1 diabetes, we wanted to have a blood glucose control. We wanted to ensure that he gets optimal growth to the limbs in his brain. We wanted to decrease his long-term complications, make sure he had a balanced nutrient intake, and we wanted to maintain a good body weight.
I would like to say that we are very proud of Tyler.
Why are we proud of Tyler?
That's my cup.
I know.
He's a champion of his diabetes.
He's a champion of his diabetes?
That's right.
In what way?
I'm the way he's strong. He takes his insulin.
Well, hi, my name is Francesca, and I'm Tyler's mom, and Tamisha's here to help me go over some things about diabetes.
Where are we going?
We're about to eat.
About to eat? What are we going to eat?
We're going to eat at Wing Wings.
At Wing Wings? I forget the name of it. But right now, what we're about to do is go over the information that we learned yesterday and trying to continue this diabetic road and keeping my nephew healthy and making him understand that his health depends directly, corresponds directly to the food he eats. So today we're going to go over the information that Emily went over with us on yesterday.
So why do we carbohydrate count? In the 1990s, there were studies done looking at the different ways of calculating your food intake, and we see in these studies that when you count your carbohydrate intake, it results in the best control of your blood sugars. There are many reasons for this. I think that part of it, a large part of it, is that it's so simple to count carbohydrates. Once you learn the process and get familiar with it, it's very easy to do. It's just second nature. It's also on food labels, so you don't have to always guesstimate things. You actually have information written in front of you, so it's easy to calculate. And you can eat the food you're used to eating and not make changes. When you don't have to make changes in your day and changes in your diet, we're all more compliant. So, the liberalized meal plans, of course, result in better control by the patients. Now, way back when, before any of you little ones were born, people used to have to take a certain amount of insulin at a meal and then eat their food to match it. Does that make any sense? Not really, right? So we completely flip-flop that, and so now we have you eat what you want and take your insulin to go along with that. Okay, so we're making better decisions now. We're, of course, learning more and more how to control diabetes. And I want you to understand the difference in these ratios. Can I have you guys quickly tell me your different ratios, your insulin to carbohydrate ratio? Do you know yours? 1 to 30. Okay, do you know yours?
Okay, his ratio is basically 1 to 10. That's his ratio. That's 1 to 10. His ratio is 1 to 10. So for every 10 grams of carbohydrates he intakes is 1 ounce or 1 measurement or 1 unit of insulin. So if he consumes 40 carbohydrates, so 40 grams of carbohydrates,
that's 4 units
when you're eating.
After I eat, I take my insulin. After I'm done eating, I take my insulin. Hello. After I'm done eating, I have to take my insulin.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna do right now.
Okay, and so where is your insulin?
My insulin is in the bag.
Okay, and
That's when I keep my insulin at.
That's where you keep your insulin? Okay.
Yeah, let's demonstrate.
And let's demonstrate. Okay. So we have to measure out about 4 units because we don't have keto sticks right now.
Mommy?
Wait, what? Wait. The mom said wait. Wait,
Yeah.
I'm full.
You gotta eat after you eat.
Yes, the mom said take 4.
About 4. Your shot. Okay.
So
That's how it goes. And there you go.